Hello, good morning. I'm Dilip, editor of EducationWorld.
Good morning. I'm Summiya, Yasmeen, managing editor.
Within a few weeks from this broadcast, you're going to have a new government in New Delhi. Though at this time, it's difficult to predict the outcome of the election. Clearly, the BJP-led NDA coalition is the front runner, though there may be a few surprises in this election. Nevertheless, no matter which government comes to power, we believe that the issue of developing India's human resource, which has been neglected for over half a century, requires top priority, and this is now a non-partisan issue. Whichever government comes to power needs to give topmost priority to education
and human capital development.
So therefore, in our new issue, the April issue of EducationWorld, we have made a petition to the new government to giving them an outline.
We've given them a roadmap.
An agenda on what they need to do to develop the country's human resources. Because in EducationWorld, we believe that all the problems of India, whether it's unemployment, poor agriculture and industrial productivity, bad governance, civic apathy, neglect.
They're all rooted in poor education.
Yes, in the neglect, they're all rooted in the poor quality of education that's being delivered in this country. Therefore, we've given top priority to how the government should, we've given a discussion paper as to how the government should
we've actually
create a national debate on the issue. And
what we've done is beginning from early childhood education, primary education, secondary education, higher education, as well as vocational skills and training. For each of these sectors, spanning early childhood to higher education, we've given a roadmap of what the new government needs to do.
We've spoken to experts in the field in our cover story. We've spoken to experts in each segment of education, and they have suggested ways and means to now address this problem, which can't be neglected any longer.
Yes.
Because India is really the most ill-educated country in the world, and with the largest child and youth population. Therefore, it should be the top national priority. Therefore, human capital development should be the top national priority for the new government.
The most of the election manifestos of the Congress as well as of the BJP have said that they're going to double GDP spending on public education to 6% of GDP. It hasn't happened so far. So in this story, we've made a strong case for these political parties to walk the talk and to fulfill their election manifestos.
And what's more important, we've actually given them a calculation as to where they can find, where the new government can find the funds and how it can deploy them.
The resource mobilization table shows how by cutting unmerited subsidies, selling underperforming PSUs, we can raise 637 lakh crore for investment in education and human capital development. We strongly recommend that you not only read this table but also viral it out so we can build the pressure of public opinion to make education the #1 item on the national agenda.
Because let's face it, unless we address the problem of human capital development and provide global standard education from preschool right up to higher education, India will never become a developed, successful nation.
In our special report story, we've done a very interesting story where we asked very highly qualified and knowledgeable educators, which include educationists and principals, as well as teacher trainers, to recommend a summer reading list for educators. Unfortunately, India's teachers are notoriously ill-read.
And the long summer holidays give you an opportunity to catch up on extracurricular reading.
Absolutely. I mean, a well-read teacher can not only stimulate the creativity and innovation capabilities of her students, but she can be an excellent role model for her students to develop the reading habit. So we strongly recommend that you read this
April issue of EducationWorld.
Correct. We also recommend that you read the April issue of ParentsWorld, where we've done a very interesting cover story where we've given millennial parents creative summer options which are beyond the run-of-the-mill summer camps.
Summer camps, summer activities, and how to combine leisure
with socially
holidays,
purposive activities.
and also to have learning holidays, which are enjoyable.
Absolutely,
Am I right?
absolutely. The whole idea is that, you know, don't also fill children's day with numerous activities.
That boredom
Yeah.
is not necessarily a bad thing for children. Some of the greatest thinkers in the world have learned, have got brilliant ideas when they are bored. So therefore, summer holidays should be an enjoyable time and can be also a time for growth and development and nurturance of children.
Yes.
And that's our cover story in Parents.
Yes.
So we recommend that you read both these magazines and join us in our struggle to make education the #1 item on the national agenda. Thank you.